What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is going to be sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods. Now, if you're in the US, you're not going to find it by that name in the iOS or Google Play Store. Instead, it's going to be called Dragonstride Legacy Reborn. When Dragonheir first launched, I didn't get as into it as I would have liked based on just the character designs. The character designs are amazing, but when playing, it was honestly a little bit too expensive. The summoning was too much, and the seasonal resets was a pretty big turnoff for me. However, Dragonheir in their relaunched has went back and revamped tons of different things inside the game, and honestly, I'm looking forward to trying it out again. And if you are as well, click the link down below, go check it out. And they also have an appraisal system that you could load up screenshots from your Raid Shadow Legends account and get in-game rewards. Let's take a look at how much the price of summons has decreased. Before, it would cost 350 Worm Marrow for one Heliolite dice. For the rates, here's the information, but now it's going to cost 100 Worm Marrow to get one Heliolite dice. That takes the amount of Worm Marrow needed to hit Pity from 12,250 to now only 7,000. Also, on your way, or just doing summons in general, when you hit 50 summons, you're going to be able to collect 5 extra Heliolite dice. Let me go ahead and do 2 10 pulls real quick. This animation is pretty cool, I gotta say. And also, the character designs, they are so nice. So we'll do the 10 pull there. I'm 10, or actually 9 away from the 100 reward. We'll skip past this. Once I hit the 100 reward, boom, I get 10 free summons essentially. Now on the way to 300, which is the ultimate goal, I'm gonna get an extra 15 at 200, and then at 300, I'm gonna get to select which legendary hero I want. Now that's not even counting the mercy. So the pity system, as you're summoning, you can see my pity system right now. It's actually tracked, which is pretty amazing. 39 summons away from a guaranteed legendary hero. Dragonheir has also gone on to change up one of the most maybe boring tasks in a lot of these games, leveling up your heroes. There's nothing worse than pulling this sick looking champion and not being able to use them because they're not leveled up. What Dragonheir has added now is a resonance level system. So now, any hero you have will be leveled through here. I take this hero from 52 to 53, boom, everybody's level 53. There's no individual leveling of heroes, nothing like that. They're all leveled together. So you pull Lothir, boom, you can use this hero. You pull this pretty awesome looking orc hero, Grishnar, boom, you can use them in content when you pull them. Of course, you got to move gear around and all that kind of stuff, but you can use them as soon as you get them. Not only has the resonance system been added to the game, but Dragonheir also implemented a talent system, which in my opinion adds for just more strategic creativity between the characters, the gear, the teams. I'm honestly kind of excited about this. The level 90 talents here, we have Unflagging Spirit. After casting a skill, reduces the hero's damage taken by 20% for 5 seconds. Now, when you pick the top category, you're going to unlock the top row. You're not going to pick different ones for each column. So there is strategic decisions to be made, but it's not going to be so many different options that you're going to be a little bit overwhelmed. So if we went the top one, we're going to get the Unflagging Spirit once we hit level 90. If we went the middle one, we're going to get Turn the Tides. When HP falls below 20%, recovers 20% max HP, triggers once every 30 seconds, up to 3 times per battle. And the bottom says at the start of the battle, the hero gains 20% damage reduction for 20 seconds. So here we have damage reduction in the beginning, the middle, boosting HP when we go below 20%, and then the top, after casting a skill, reduces his damage taken by 20%. I think this sounds the strongest, but maybe the middle or bottom are actually the most meta for this character. If you've never seen the combat inside of Dragonheir, let's go ahead and take a look at how it's going to work. We're going to go into the Goblin Lair, and this is essentially where you're going to be spending a lot of time farming experience to level up your resonance level. In the battle screen, of course, I have tons of legendary champions. This is a test server access, but we basically have a grid type system here where you can throw your champions. You can see what champion you're going to be targeting, as well as what heroes are going to be targeting your champions. Obviously, if I drop this guy back here, he's going to be targeted less. If I drop him to the front, he's going to be targeted a lot. Now, is that where he's supposed to go? I don't really know. But what I do know is I'm level 52, and I'm probably going to smash these little goblins anyways. Now we put her in the back, and we're going to go ahead and hit the start battle. We can also auto raid once this stage has been cleared, and I can scale it up to 4 times. So essentially doing 4 battles in one, I can set a ton of multi-battles and let it run. Now, once this stage is cleared, we can actually boost it up to ×3 speed. Currently, it's just going to be ×2. I can leave it on manual, which allows me to actually click the character's ultimates, place them where I want to. But to be honest, other than watching these cool animations the first few times, I probably won't be doing that right now. We're just gonna leave it on auto. It knows how to play it better than I do. Now we're on the last wave of this dungeon here. We've used all of our ultimates on auto. Everything's full auto, smooth. We've actually beat the challenge countdown. We got the 3-star equivalent essentially, and we could go back and set it on auto with a multiplier, essentially allowing me to collect more experience per run. If I clicked auto raid, I could have the reward multiplier scaled to 4 and then add however many multi-battle attempts I want to use. Let's say 25. It's going to cost me 1,000 energy if I complete everything. We hit challenge now, and then I was to say set it on power saving mode, and then I walk away, I come back, and I'll have my 1,000 stamina essentially spent in the experience raid area, and then continuing progression on my account. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned an appraisal system where you could basically get benefits from your raid account in Dragonheir. How it's going to work is if you're a veteran Dragonheir player, you can just, check out your account and get it appraised by your Dragonheir account. Or if you're a raid player, you can actually upload screenshots of your raid account and get rewards based on that. Veteran Dragonheir players can get up to 15,000 worm marrow based on your account's value, and veteran raid players can get up to 4,800 worm marrow based on your account's value. That's essentially 48 free summons just starting the game. I have to say, guys, now seems to be the best time to try out Dragonheir if you hadn't in the past. Between the daily login stuff, all the web events, the in-game events, the different events coming with the relaunch of Dragonheir, you'll have the chance at obtaining literally hundreds of free summons. And now with the seasons not being a hard reset and your gear in progress actually carrying over, you don't have to worry about the time investment feeling wasted. The price has come down significantly on the summons. Prices in the shop seemingly more reasonable now, especially with the cost of summons gone down so significantly. And honestly, the fact that Dragonheir seems to be moving towards the point of less tedious daily tasks and more actual gameplay and doing stuff fun in the game makes me believe that now is the best time to try out Dragonheir. And if you're interested in trying it out yourself, click the link down below, install it, give it a shot. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you, Dragonheir, for sponsoring today's video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.